As this couple painted each other, they chose to show the drawings when they were finished, and their reactions were hilarious.
Na? Sieht gut aus.
Nicht weinen.
Okay, ready?
Nein.
Ready?
Ja.
When this girl kept pressing the button to cross the road, the robot started getting an attitude. Wait and watch.
Wait, 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 wait. Wait to cross University Avenue at Center Street. Wait.
When this aunt went to pick up her niece from school, she found her lying on the floor asleep. As she approached to wake her up, her reaction was too adorable.
Maisie?
Once she noticed her, she began to smile, happy to see her.
Hi!
Her baby boy is deaf, and this was the moment he got hearing aids so he could hear for the first time ever.
Hey!
The moment he heard a voice, he stopped sucking on his pacifier, and when he heard it again, this happened. He had trouble figuring out where the sound was coming from because his parents were wearing masks. But as soon as his dad took off the mask and spoke, this was his reaction.
You trying to figure it out? There he is. There it is. That buddy. Ah!
After being in a coma for over 10 days and in the hospital for over 3 months, this was the moment he finally met his new baby for the first time. He broke down in tears immediately, realizing he almost didn't make it to see this day. The doctors gave his family the option to take him off life support, but they believed he'd wake up eventually. His family said, "We believed in miracles," and his baby gave him the strength to pull through so they could be together.
Camden.
This mom surprised her little boy with a new hoverboard and quietly placed it on his lap while he was sleeping. When she woke him up, he was super confused
Look down on your lap.
and didn't understand why his mom was excited.
What's on your lap right now?
Even after she pointed it out, he still didn't get it at
Big
first.
old box on your lap.
But once he did, he couldn't believe he missed it. The soldiers were frozen and couldn't move until a family member touched them. So this little boy was carried by his aunt through the soldiers, right into his waiting mom. She tried so hard to stay calm as her little boy reached out and touched her. Overwhelmed with emotion, the mom felt the release, tears streaming down her face, finally reunited after so long. For her birthday, her husband surprised her with the coolest gift ever, a vintage Coca-Cola vending machine from 1941. It's in perfect working condition. Just drop in a coin, turn the knob, and bam, you've got an ice cold Coke. You pop the top with the built-in bottle opener, and voila, a classic Coke just like they had in the 40s. One of the top questions she gets is, how do you refill it when it's empty? Well, you just open the top and see all the individual Cokes waiting to be loaded up again. And if they don't feel like using the dispenser, there's a spot at the bottom to stash more Cokes. Definitely the coolest gift I've ever laid eyes on. These two kids rang the doorbell at their neighbor's house just to tell them this.
Yes, what's up? Thanks for grabbing the ball for me. It's really nice.
After giving the ball, they told her son this.
Can I get a hug? I was knocking on the door. He was too scared to knock on the door. It's okay. Come on.
The mom said that she hopes that they stay friends forever. This dad was playing with the youngest of his kids when the older brother got jealous and did this.
Jonathan! Ah! He's biting my toe! He's biting my toe! He's biting my toe for real! He's gonna bite it off! He's gonna bite it off! Leo! Leo! I'm gonna kick you in the face! I'm not joking! It's not a funny joke! It's not a funny joke!
This brother returned home from the military to surprise his youngest sister. After months apart, she knew he was about to come home, but a few days before, he had to tell her he wasn't able to make it. Little did she know, it was all a setup to give her the best surprise ever, and this was her reaction. When this girl strolled along the beach with her family, her eyes caught something special. She even said it was the most beautiful thing she had ever seen, so beautiful that it left her speechless. This was what she saw. It was like the world stopped for a brief moment. When this grandma was at Disneyland on her 70th birthday, her whole family showed up from behind to surprise her. At first, she mistook them for strangers, eager to join their picture. But as she spotted them, her heart pounded with excitement. Tears welled in her eyes, unable to contain her joy in that magical moment, surrounded by loved ones in the happiest place on earth. This guy was at the mall when he randomly saw Lil Uzi walk by. So he took the shot of a lifetime and asked him this.
Can you pay for my college tuition?
How much is your college tuition?
90 grand, I go to Temple, bro.
90 grand? I could pay for that. You're gonna finish college.
3 years later, he finished college like he said he would.
Mama,
And more importantly, Lil Uzi kept his promise and paid his tuition in full. When LeBron James was about to walk out, he saw a kid trying to get a fist bump. What the boy didn't know was he was in a good mood after winning the game, so he surprised him with his shoes, always making sure he shows love to his fans. Watch as Cristiano Ronaldo was heading to his team bus. A fan child suddenly rushed towards him, dodging security guards, and finally hugged him. Ronaldo then asked for a pen to give his little diehard fan an autograph, but the kid wouldn't stop hugging him. He must have been watching him on TV for a long time, because this much love for a person at such a young age is not possible. Ronaldo finally gave him an autograph on his back and sent him off to his mom with a warm hug. As Selena Gomez went live, she observed her fans sending her money. Concerned, she asked,
"Is it true that people give you money when you're live?"
Yeah. What? Yeah.
But like fake money.
It's real.
No, I don't want people to do that though.
Knowing she didn't need any of the money, she felt bad that her fans were giving her the money they worked so hard for.
I hope nobody is giving me anything that they don't need to.
Even as the donations kept coming in, she chose to stop the live stream, showing how much she cares for others' well-being over her own. This little girl is a real fighter. She spent over 2 months on life support because of a tough bacterial infection called Streptococcus pneumonia in her lungs. Doctors weren't sure she'd make it, but with family and doctor support, she finally beat it. This is her finally leaving life support with people cheering for her as she walks out of the hospital. When this girl was about to record a TikTok, she didn't expect Shake to sneak up from behind and join in the dance.
Hey, with the Oreo shake and some whipped cream on the top too.
He's such a good person, always spreading joy and putting smiles on people's faces wherever he goes. Harry Styles was performing at his concert when a fan yelled out if he can have the microphone to say something to his girlfriend. Harry wasn't sure if it was a good idea. He asked the crowd if he should do it. The audience shouted yes when he gave it to him. The fan proposed to his girlfriend. Harry Styles was shocked, and the girlfriend took the microphone and said this. He was at the zoo when he saw a gorilla rushing into its enclosure while 2 zookeepers were still inside. Everyone was shocked and nervous about their safety, but one of them managed to slip outside and hide behind a door, while the other keeper had to wait behind a tree until she could sprint to the door and close it from the other side. Luckily, both were unharmed. This was the moment. A mom meeting her adopted daughter for the first time. A moment that would forever hold a special place in her heart. As she cradles the baby in her arms, a genuine smile of overwhelming happiness lights up her face. She holds the baby close for a brief moment, looking into her eyes and speaking to her. It's absolutely heartwarming. When Billie Eilish was recognized by her fans, she stopped the car and approached them, engaging in conversation as they were childhood friends.
How are you, girl? I'm good. So good. Wait, how are you doing? I'm good. How are you? I'm good. It's been a minute.
It was a heartwarming moment, showing how much she loves her fans. When this homeless man noticed people struggling with the door, he felt sorry for them and thought he had to find a solution. So he came up with an idea. He grabbed a rope, tied it to the doorknob, and started opening the door for everyone who came out to make sure they weren't having a bad day. This simple act of kindness brought smiles to their faces. Even the kiosk owner came out to express gratitude and gave him money. When this delivery guy was handing out the food to customers, something unexpected happened. He lost it. He kept apologizing, and you could totally see he was upset. Poor guy could really use a hug. Hopefully, he's feeling better today. This guy named James might just be the greatest Uber driver ever. When a customer asked to stop by the IGA, she said it would be really quick. He told her not to stress and take her time, even if it takes 10 to 20 minutes. When she got back, she surprised him with a little gift. She brought his favorite chocolate with her and gave it to him. He said his job sometimes makes him tear up because he's meeting some of the sweetest people he's ever met. When these garbage men were out collecting garbage from the city's residents, they noticed some noises from the trash and wondered what it was. They quickly realized it was the sounds of kittens and began to search. When they found the bag, they began to think about how to rescue them. They found a knife and worked together to carefully open the bag without harming anyone. Fortunately, they succeeded and discovered an entire family of kittens. These are good-hearted individuals, doing everything they can to save the lives of these animals.